As mentioned, joining us now is we thank her for her time. I know very busy kayo. Our Presidential Communications Office Undersecretary Claire Castro. Yuse Claire, maraming salamat po sa oras ninyo. Thank you for gracing our little show.
Good evening and congrats for this new show. Pero Lord, ikaw yung sikat na ngayon na. Lagi ka nababanggit ni Senator Alan Cayetano.
Ay, baka po yung, basta hindi ko po kukunin si Senator Alan, mahalaga po yan.
Hindi kasi laging Lord.
Opo, Lord, God, at may...
Lagi ka nababanggit.
Oo, galing. Mahirap po mag-quote ng scripture and may straight face talaga siyang ano. Yusek, the Senate is not under attack, pero bago po yan, tayong dalawa lang nag-uusap dito. Nasaan kaya si Senator Bato de la Rosa? Kung may tayo lang, baka may nai-intel na po kayong naririnig.
Siyempre, kahit may intel na natidinig, hindi namin iaaminin to at hindi namin sasabihin sa ngayon. Dahil kung magkakaroon man ng operasyon, siyempre ayaw nating masunog yan.
At least this much can give us, is he still in the Philippines?
Wala ako ngayon na tamang kompletong detalye patungkol dyan. At tingin ko makakapagsabi niyan ay ang DOJ at ang PNP.
Ang PNP. Alright. At least, is he still in Luzon?
Sa aking palagay, ayoko magsalita eh.
Ganito na lang.
Mahirap eh.
Anong branch ng Burger King siya kaya?
Yun na. Mukhang Davao City. Kasi mukhang sumakay pa ng chopper.
Hindi po yate as earlier reported.
Hindi, parang yate muna.
Yate muna?
And then chopper.
At
balita lang naman yun.
according to your vlog, balita ko rin sa isang vlog, ay pag-aari daw, confirm na ho ba na pag-aari ng isang kilalang politician, the said yacht?
Okay, sa ngayon yung detaling ganyan ay hindi pa natin napag-uusapan, hindi pa rin sa amin binibigay ng detalye, pero mas magandang tanungin mo dyan, si Kuya Montulfo.
Okay, I'm curious, Yusek, when you share things, information like that in your blog, I know that at the start of your blog, there's a clear, let's say, announcement that
May disclaimer.
That your views do not necessarily reflect the views of the palace or your views as spokesperson. But when do we know that you're, aside from, of course, the space, the time, the vlog, when do we know that you speak not as Yusek or as presidential spokesperson, but as vlogger?
Okay, kasi may mga pagkakataon, Lord, na ano yung sinasabi ko, sa briefing, before the podium, yun lang ang mensahe na dapat ko ipaabot sa taong bayan. Now, when I do my vlogging, nighttime ito, so syempre I have to check yung ano yung mga news, ano yung nagba-viral. And as a Filipino, I am only expressing my freedom of expression. I am just enjoying my freedom of expression. So, yung mga pag-i-explain ko as a lawyer, as a Filipino, hindi naman ito ginagawa during the briefing. So, mas extensive yung pag-explain ko sa mga nakikita ko. But it does not necessarily mean na yung binabanggit ko sa aking vlog, yun yung sinasabi ng Pangulo.
If we were to press you on those info that you shared about that politician, the name of the yacht, etc., that would be me pressing you as Yusek Claire na may mga ka-clear.
Yes. And at the same
not as
time,
spokesperson.
ang binu-vlog ko naman doon, I'm just making a reaction video. So let's say, nakuha ko sa mainstream media. Usually kasi ang kinukuha ko na content from the mainstream media. Kasi binivet yan na mainstream eh. So pagka na-news na yan sa mainstream, then I will just make a reaction. Possible ba ito? Pwede ba ito? O syempre, sasabihin ko sa mga ka-clear, we should not be judgmental. We should know the facts first kasi wala tayong personal knowledge sa mga ibinabalita rito. So I always remind them not to be judgmental.
Wag maging judgmental. Okay. Yusek, you said that the Senate is not under attack as contrary to what the new Senate President claims, no? At with ganun pa talaga, with emphasis. Okay. So if it's not under attack, so it is a tacit implication that things were staged. Parang the short way of saying it.
Ayoko sabihin stage. Parang I also do not want to prejudge that scenario na it's staged, it's orchestrated. Because there's still pending investigation on what happened last May 13. Is that May 13? Wednesday. So, ang dapat lang siguro makita, sabi ko, ngayon, hindi lang ang NBI, hindi lang PNP ang nagre-report, even the reporters who were there, who witnessed everything. Sila naman nagsasabi ngayon ng totoo eh. So, kung makikita nyo, doon sa video na pinakita, sa totoo lang, nila Maricel, nila Jovi, pati ng Channel 2, walang balak pumasok sa Senado. Kasi sabi nga natin, nung una natin sa briefing, yung pintuan going to the GSIS premises, ang pwede na magbukas nun ay from the Senate.
At ang may hawak ng susi,
Not, siguro maybe not literally na susi, but yung sino yung may opportunity, sino yung meron ng parang pagkakataon na ito'y i-open, ay manggagaling sa Senado. So if you're from the GSIS premises, you cannot just open the door. So anong nangyari pa doon? The reporters were able to get the info that those people who were drilling were part of the carpentry staff ng GSIS. And to ensure na ma-close siya para hindi siya magamit ng sino man na pasok, labas-masok doon.
not for any senator to escape.
Not for any, yes. And there is no there is no fact to prove that the NBI detailed there was asked or ordered to enter that that door to make an arrest. Imagine mo kung isa ka lang, mag-aaresto ka ba ng papasok ka doon? Diba?
All right. Okay, some critics are trying to say that the executive is trying to shortcut the process.
In what way? Shortcut what?
That's according to a lawyer, no? Mapangalan.
Shortcut the process what? Because we're using the RA 9851?
The process of arrest, probably. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, as of now, there is no decision yet rendered by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
But if you will read the Section 17, it's very clear that you can surrender the defendant or the accused if the jurisdiction had or if the case had already been deferred to the international tribunal or international court. So in this case, under Section 17, we can say that there are two options that you can choose from. First, surrender to the ICC, to the international court, or extradite. But the Supreme Court made this circular explaining the extradition, and extradition can only be covered or can only cover and can only be applied to the situation where there is requesting state. So when we say requesting state, can you consider the ICC as a state? It's not. ICC is not a state. It's a court. So, well, anyway, we're still awaiting we are awaiting the decision of the Supreme Court regarding. Yes. So ito lang if we will just study properly. Sabi ko, iba naman ang magiging interpretasyon ng Supreme Court dito. Doon sa Section 17, ang sabi dito, kapag ikaw ay meron ng court or state na nag-start mag-investigate. So the Philippines, the Philippine government can dispense with the investigation and the prosecution. So when you do that, you're giving the jurisdiction to the said state or to the international court. Now, pag binigay mo yung jurisdiction, so ang mangyayari diyan, it can investigate, it can prosecute. So if it can investigate, it can issue a warrant. Kasama yun parte yun ng karapatan ng isang court na maggawa ng pag-iimbestiga at kasama ang pag-issue ng warrant of arrest. And if the Philippine court has already given that jurisdiction to the ICC, paano mo sasabihin na sa akin lang to it's my take, paano mo sasabihin ngayon that there should be a warrant of arrest issued by the local court when you already gave the jurisdiction to that ICC or tribunal or to the state to take cognizance of the case.
And some members of the minority were among those names who actually signed the bill.
Yes. Oo, pati sila. Alam ko, kasama yata si Senator Pia rito sa RA 9851. May mga senador na umagri dito and 2009 pa to. So alam nila kung anong consequence nito.
Mhm.
Diba?
All right. So, your quick lang, your responses to the claim that the palace wants a quick conviction from the Senate.
Conviction, wait.
Conviction from the Senate, impeachment court.
To what? To convict VP Sara?
Yes.
No. The government administration has nothing to do with the hearing to be conducted by the Senate. Why? It is the mandate of the Senate to do that job, to do that task. So, hindi makikialam ang gobyerno at kasi pag nakialam ang Pangulo dyan o ang administrasyon ito, sabihin, nako, nagdidikta. Mawawala yung sinasabi nating separation of powers. So, ang maganda lang po dito, hindi lang ang gobyerno ang mag-remind sa mga senador na magiging judges niyan. Dapat isipin nyo na nandiyan kayo kasi para sa taong bayan. Nangako kayo, nagtutuparin nyo ang batas pag igagalang niyo ang konstitusyon, hindi para igalang ang isang tao lang.
Maganda siguro ipalabas yun po yung video ni Robin Padilla doon sa press con sa Malacanang.
Alin yung sinabi niya na na tol ba yung sabi niya? Tol, kapag wala kang kasalanan, pare, pag wala kang kasalanan, lumabas ka na. O ba't hindi kaya masabi yun ngayon ni Senator Robin? Tatanong ko lang
Lumabas ka, sinamahan niya raw, di ba?
Oo nga, lumabas, palabas
Baka
sa Senado.
Sa Burger King daw, sinasabi. Okay, si Secretary Dave Gomez, ayon sa isang recent survey, one of the best performing cabinet secretary daw.
Congrats. Of course, dapat lang. Sisibag Alam mo, lahat naman ng cabinet secretaries, masisibag naman sila. Siguro may mga pagkakataon lang, hindi sila masyado nakikita, pero nakikita ko masisipag sila. Kasi yun naman ang gusto ng Pangulo, dapat magtrabaho tayo dito para sa taong bayan.
Alright, speak of Cabinet Secretary, yung rumors of a new possibly new DILG Secretary. Tayo lang naman po nag-uusap dito.
Bubulong ko sa'yo.
Sulat niyo po rito.
Ganito. Wala pa sa akin nasasabi.
Wala pa.
Parang wala pang ingay sa palasyo patungkol dyan.
They all say that they all serve at the pleasure of the President. If you were the President, not to making you second guess the President, would you say that a change is needed in terms of who will head the department?
DILG? Hindi ko masabi, mahirap kasi iba yung pagtingin ng Pangulo and at the same time, si Secretary John Vic naman na nagre-report sa Pangulo mismo. So, for me, to decide kung dapat siyang palitan, hindi ko yan masasabi. Kasi, hindi naman siya sa akin nagre-report. Hindi naman ako yung nagbibigay sa kanya hindi ako ang nag-i-evaluate sa kanya, ang Pangulo. So, wala akong masasabi.
Alright, the night of May 13, where were you? Before nag-issue yung Pangulo ng kanyang video, yung atake sa Senate, he said that the first shots, we did not fire the first shot. It's not an order. There was no order from the executive.
Yung nagsalita niyan ganyan. I was in the insiders.
I see.
Yes. I was with Attorney Barry and Secretary Edwin Lacierda.
The former spokespersons.
Yes.
I see. Okay. So, maraming salamat po. Before I give my thanks. Okay, with these recent developments, what should the public expect from the executive in the next few days moving forward?
Okay, more programs to accomplish, and also we would like to make it a point that ang managot ay dapat na managot.
Ang umuwi, dapat pang umuwi. Si Zaldi ko po kaya, magpaparamdam pa po kaya yun?
Dapat. At sinasabi nga natin, you can run, but you cannot hide.
All right. Thank you, Yusek Claire Castro, our PCO Undersecretary. Thank you for your time. I know you were very busy, but thank you for dropping by.
Thank you so much.
All right. Siya po ang ating kauna-unang panauhin dito po. So more developments ahead on Political Beat. Thank you, Yusek Claire.
Thank you.